Alright, so thanks for joining here. This one's going to cover Davenport and the Quad City areas, including Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, and a few other local spots. This is just purely a list, guys, of different spots. I did find some unique photo spots in different forums, threads, online communities. So I'm just going to list them here in no particular order. Let's get started. Sawmill Museum, and I'm not going to read every single one of them. I'm hoping you guys can read. But I'm going to provide just some brief commentary, and I just want to know where you guys are from, and maybe you're with family or friends and you're just exploring this area and you want to see what's nearby, or you're starting your portfolio and you want to get something different, right? Bridges are always cool because they have such unique spots to them. Quad City River Bandits. I love minor league baseball. I've not been to this stadium, but that looks like a really cool shot there. Fairport State Recreation Area. Some of these I'll try to pronounce, but I'm not from here, so I'm seeing some of these for the very first time. Beaches are always, a given. State fairgrounds, county fairs, family aquatic center. You're thinking, what kind of photo spot is this? Well, if you take your family and kids there, you're going to get some cool shots, right? Museum and science center. I mean, these are pretty self-explanatory. Some of them are obvious, like I said, but some of them are really cool hidden photo spots for graduations or, prom, engagement, etc. I'm trying to do 100 around the general area, just because I don't know what part you're visiting and I don't know what area you're really going to. I wish it didn't zoom in every time I clicked on it, but it is what it is. This is what you get. So I hope you enjoyed and find it helpful. Mountain bike trailheads. How many are into mountain biking? I don't. I used to do quite a bit of that in my younger days. Lots of trailheads and different hiking trails, nature preserves. I did do a whole bunch of videos recently on different areas in the Midwest, and I'm just going to be kind of branching out and expanding from there. Historic villages, amphitheaters, that's kind of nice. It's right downtown there. The backdrop of the city in the background. Event venues are always good. I try to find the same type of spots because these are the most popular spots that I could find, and some unique spots that you may not have thought of. So, nature centers. You can read the description below. Prairie Park Fishery. I don't know if that's a drone shot or if that's the elevation is just a little bit higher there. Who knows? I like it says park and it's just a road. Oh, that's a cool shot nonetheless, right? Riverfront Park. I'm really surprised there's no photos on this one. African American Museum of Iowa. And then we're getting into Cedar Rapids. Now there's a lot of rural areas, so I had to kind of expand like an hour or two maybe away just to get a full complete list here for you. Historical Place Museum. The Reservoir. Hawkeye Wildlife. Wineries are always nice places to try out. I love airports. I don't know about you guys, but I like plane spotting and seeing different commercial airlines. Typically, I like the bigger airlines, commercial aircraft, but so there's always some unique plane spotting opportunities. And I might do some videos on that, specific to that, in different areas, because they're very, some have very specific spots, and it does get quite detailed with that. I didn't realize how big the plane spotting communities are, but they're huge. Handcart Trail. Interesting. There's got to be some history behind that. Kinnick Stadium. Now this is of course on University of Iowa's campus, and campuses always have such really cool spots for photos, so I always like to include them in here just to continue to give you, options and different lists of things that you can do. Even affordable things to do, you're just looking, maybe you can refer to this list, screenshot what you see, right? Capitol Museum, and refer back to this. Some of you are going to complain, oh, well, why can't you zoom in and show us more photos? Well, that's not what this is about, so I mean, I'm doing the best I can for you, right? Buffalo Bill, Cody Homestead. A lot of you hopefully can find some value with this. Sports complex, take your kids there, right? More parks, beaches. I like how this one just says gazebo. I mean, that's all it is, gazebo. Inside was that Murphy Park there. The Expo Center, event centers and venues. The Rust Belt, live music and entertainment's always solid. Lundine's Landing, good fishing spots. Trails, on trails, obstacles. The zoo, always some good zoos around, right? Potter's Pond. That's the photo you get. That's it. That's right there. Canal Park, Credit Island Park. Name is a Native American trading post, huh? Nature preserves. Drum Circle at Sunset Marinas Beach. Sunset Park Overlook. I'm trying to keep it around 100 because I feel like this is a good, and I want to keep them under 10 minutes. So it'll give you a good list, enough to look it up and say, yeah, that sounds interesting at least. Mitchell House Historical Landmark. This is a historical area. There's a whole bunch of them around in this neighborhood. I think there's like 4 or 5 spots within this specific historic district, I believe. Yeah, you can see these are all in the same area. Longview Park. Nice horizon there. Here's a historical place. It looks like, what is that, an attic? Or I can't tell. Maybe under a deck? I don't know. But there's some history there, right? Somebody found it historical. Hallberg Estate, Old Main College. Here's again, the college buildings. They have such uniqueness to them. Theater Center. Here's another one. It just says gazebo. I mean, don't you think they could have named this something different? At least some kind of... It's right around the Rock Island National Cemetery. But if it's like a point of interest, you would think they would have some kind of historical name to it. Maybe not. What do I know? The Welcome Center. River Cruise. You guys ever been on any of those? I just did one. I think, was it Louisville that had one? I don't remember where. There's a couple of them nearby. Cincinnati's got one. I mean, there's a whole bunch of different areas for that. Hollowview Park, Veterans Memorial Park. Children's Museum, if you're looking for things to do with the kids. Malibu Jacks, Rock Island Arsenal Museum. Atomic Center National Park. Splash Pad. These are all very close together. Within the same park, it looks like. Sylvan Island. Love bridges, pedestrian bridges. Crushed limestone, hiking trails, dirt bike paths. Riverfront Park. Kind of looks like an amphitheater, maybe of some sort. Outdoor music area. Yep, I was right on that. Telescope Point, observation deck. Look for some parking structures too. I'm going to do videos on that as well, because those often have really cool photo spots, especially on the rooftops. Mississippi River Visitor Center. First Armstrong Historic Site, or Fort Armstrong. Quarters 1. Colonial Davenport Historical House. Modern Woodman Park. Davenport sign. I love... Yeah, okay. I don't know if that's what they called it. Davenport sign, I guess. But that's it, Vandenveer Botanical Park. Hope you found this helpful and useful. Let me know in the comments below what you've seen and what you want to see next. Thanks for watching.